Well, hello, my friends. Super happy to be here with you today. Thank you for joining us. I'm here with Sandra Felemovicius. She's going to talk to us about something that I've been part of, and I've been super excited to be part of. That is called Tap into Your Creativity. And I have a beautiful book here we're going to talk about. This project has already raised $35,000, which has fed already or has provided 350,000 meals through Feeding America. So a lot of numbers. We're gonna, dissect those numbers with Sandra. Tell us how this whole thing happened, and it is all because a project that she started during the pandemic, and now how it has expanded, has resulted in this beautiful book, has provided all these meals, and now is ready to kind of kick back again in 2023 and continue helping people, and all this with the collaboration of artists from around the world. So Sandra, good to see you, my friend. How are you?
Thank you, my dear friend Sergio. Thank you for having me back. I'm super excited to be here with you and to talk about my project that is so dear to my heart. And I've dedicated the last almost 3 years. I can't even believe how fast life has been in the last 3 years or so. And as you mentioned, it started as a COVID art project. And then it just kind of transformed into just helping people in need. And it's been a wonderful, incredible experience.
And what a great opportunity to kind of revisit this, because we had an episode already back in probably over a year ago where we talk about, this whole tap into your creativity idea, how it started during the pandemic. And now all this has happened. Now there's all these big numbers I was getting stuck with, $35,000. That's a lot of money, that has been raised. And then that in turn providing 350,000 meals, to actual people in need who have, been benefited through it. And that is amazing because, you saw an opportunity to work with artists on a time in which we all were kind of hiding and kind of waiting for the world to open. You saw an opportunity to not only give artists a platform to speak and to share their art, but then connect it to a great cause by which through art, it has a tangible effect on a person's life, with something that we need to survive, which is food. That's amazing. That's amazing. Tell me now, after all this time, when you look back at those numbers, when you look at this book, walking into your studio, what comes to your mind as you see all these beautiful pictures of all these artists here represented?
I think it started just as something to do as a community of artists, and how we together work for a greater cause. And at that time, the need for food was so large. So many people lost their jobs, and the uncertainty of COVID, and we were paralyzed at home. And I thought, if I can give them an hour of the day where they can think of something different and just walk into a space where it's safe and it's productive, and art has really started to open up. As you said, I gave them a platform for them to, maybe they've never really done this before. Like me, I've never really interviewed people before. And so it was new for them and for me. And so we were learning together. But what I learned is that every single artist that I have interviewed, because it's been now more than 100 and some interviews. So it's an interview at a time to get to the money, right? So every artist or every that I invite into the program, in turn, they are providing me with a piece of artwork that they are so generously giving it up to Feeding America. And so it's a win-win situation because you get to know artists that you've probably never known before, and you get to see their process and inspirations and learn so much. And then in turn, you get to buy this incredible artwork that that goes to Feeding America. And so every dollar that you spend in artwork, 100% of the proceeds go to Feeding America.
Exactly.
So it's a very clear, there's no
there's no middle person. There's
no middle person.
You always wonder, like, well, did my money actually go there? And
yes. So the collector makes the purchase directly to Feeding America. And so
makes a donation to Feeding America.
Donation to Feeding America, and then the artists send them their piece of artwork. And so it's a very yes.
Here's one of mine. that was sold for this.
And you were one of many artists that were so generous, and you donated 3 pieces that sold for Feeding America. And we featured the one
there you go.
right here. And so this book or catalog has been a labor of love, no doubt. As you can see, all of these little icons here have been sold. And if you flip through, the book, you're going to find a little bit of the artist and the artwork that was given to this project. And it's just, beautiful to look for, to have it in your home, to have it in your coffee table, to remind yourself that that good can be done in times of uncertainty, and that we can keep moving forward and helping people in need, because you would think that food is not an issue in the United States, and I've never seen more need now than ever to help people in need for food. And so what I learned is that 1 in every 4 people in your neighborhood from your neighbors are in need of food. So it's astonishing to me to learn that number. I was just like blown away when I heard that.
No, that's incredible. And what a great way to support that cause, with what you are doing. And one of the beautiful things about what I would love for you to talk about is the book that I have in my hands, that you also had in your hands. It's a book that is not only for the collector or the artist, but it's a book that anyone can purchase. And it's also a way to continue supporting that effort, meaning that when you buy the book, there's also a portion that goes also into Feeding America. So tell me a little bit about that, because I think our friends, specifically now as we go into the Christmas season, it's a great book that you can purchase, you can buy, to have in your collection, to have in your coffee table, to have in your kitchen, to have in a place also where you can discover more artists. So if you're an art collector, if you love art enthusiast, or an interior designer, this is a great way in which you can also discover a lot of these artists as well, and find out more about their art and themselves. So tell me about, first, where can our friends get this book, and the benefits of the book itself?
So you can go on my link tree on Instagram, and it will take you to MacLeod, and we will put the links directly under this interview, so you get access to buying them. It's very easy. You just literally click on it and buy it, and it's $34.99. And so, like Sergio was saying, portions of this incredible book will still go to Feeding America. So if you are thinking of buying, a gift for someone, maybe you want to buy something meaningful, that that you're going to be helping people. And so, like Sergio said, you're going to learn so much about a wonderful community of art through this catalog. You're going to learn and be inspired by each one of their stories. It's amazing when you read through the catalog and know the background and how they came to be an artist themselves. It's very inspiring. And so if you want to be inspired and help people in need in this holiday season, consider buying, this incredible book. I am so proud of it. I'm so excited to share it with the world. And I just think that, as not only as a community of artists, you can purchase this, but anyone who feels the need of helping others, this is a great time for you to step up and show support, not only for tapping into your creativity, but also for feeding America and helping people in need and, the greater community. It's a great time to show up.
Yeah, exactly. I love that. And here's another really cool thing about the book that is that if you're browsing through it and you find an artist that you like, well, you have some information about the artist and the art, but you can actually go into Sandra's Instagram page and you can scroll and find the full 1 hour interview that was done with the artist. So you can hear the artist talk about their work. So first, you find them in the book, but then you can hear them talking about their art, about their ideas, about the piece that's here. So it's almost like a directory to what you can find also in the social media platform.
And if sometimes it's harder to go into my Instagram, but if you go into my YouTube channel, you will find them. All the interviews are there at Sandra Felemovicius Art. It is so easy to find them. You just literally go through the directory, like you said. It's very easy. You don't even in the beginning, you find an index with the name and the page where all the artists are. And you can go into my YouTube channel and find the interview and get inspired. And you're going to be blown away by all the interviews, because you're going to feel like you're going to feel refreshed, and you're going to feel excited about, maybe starting something new or going back into your studio and trying something that the artist that you were inspired by showed you how to use a technique that you've never really used before. And you learn a lot about not only artists, but tech savvy people. There's a lot of incredible interviews like we had, Sergio, where you talked about business and marketing and Instagram and TikTok and all that stuff. So it's definitely a learning channel, an inspirational channel. And like you said, it's like an I don't even know how to call it, but it's an overall project that started with an idea, and now it has a beginning, a middle, and an end. And we're just going to keep going. And I'm super excited about that. I'm excited to come back in 2023 stronger than ever, finding incredible artists to join this project with me. Because as I said before, it's not me, but it's we. And as a community, we can do so much.
Absolutely. So my friends, the call to action for you guys is super, super easy. 2 things I will ask you. First, make sure you follow Sandra at Sandra Fele Art. As she said, on YouTube, subscribe to the channel. On Instagram, make sure you find her as well. I'm going to put the link in the description, so it's easy to find as well. Make sure that you also get the book, Tap Into Your Creativity. It's a great book, great way to support the art community and also help feeding America as well with that support. And also connect to Sandra, send her a message if you heard this to the podcast, or if you saw this episode on my channel or her channel. If you're an artist yourself as well, show your support and send her a message as well, because I'm sure that as she goes back again into 2023, looking for a whole new lineup of artists, it's just the community continues to expand. So I want to say thank you so much, Sandra, for.
And before we go, I just want to add, if you're an artist, an educator, someone that has something incredible to give to our community, please feel free to reach out to me. You can always message me on Instagram. I'm always looking for content and new artists and exciting, new people that I don't know. I'm always open to the idea of meeting you. So please reach out to me as I'm building my new calendar for 2023. So make sure that you reach out to me or to Sergio. He will know how to get a hold of me for sure.
Absolutely. Well, Sandra, I want to say again, thank you so much, because you've been so gracious with your time. And thank you for having me a couple times to tap into your creativity and be part of the book, and also for being here with us, friend of the podcast as well before, and now returning. And want to wish you great success in 2023, not only for you, for all the artists that you will continue to work with, and for all the people that will benefit through that collaboration. So I commend you on it. Wishing you nothing but the best in the new year, and we'll be still in touch, and hopefully we can come back again at maybe edition number 2 of the book and see a whole new array of artists when that happens, and be very excited for that too. So thank you, Sandra, and we'll see you
so much
very soon. And to all the friends, thank you so much for joining us today.